Fallout and Fortnite. It's officially a Season 3 crossover, but what else is coming? Pirates of the Caribbean, Deadpool and Wolverine, but most importantly, Furiosa. It's an obvious one. The next season of Fortnite drops on May 24th, the same day as the blockbuster movie. This Mad Max prequel is literally themed around the apocalyptic wasteland, so this is what Max could look like. We would love to see him drop in Season 3 with Furiosa. I mean, just look how cool he looks walking around the desert. He blends in perfectly. And obviously this is the version from the game, but if Epic could get Tom Hardy in Fortnite for a second time, that would be amazing. I had to get him riding a train too. This one's cartoony, but we're actually getting a desert train next season, so we won't have to pretend for long. That's not the only blockbuster around the corner. Deadpool is coming to the MCU, and we thought we'd celebrate by also bringing him and Wolverine to Fortnite. I know what you're thinking, we already have him. Well, I went one step further, adding Hugh Jackman himself as an outfit. This guy is absolutely jacked in real life, and now those muscles have made it to Fortnite. Gotta admit, seeing him prepare for a fight, it's super intimidating. Of course, you can't have Hugh Jackman without his co-star Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool has been locked behind a battle pass for years, so why not bring the MCU version to Season 3? It kinda suits the mythic katanas more than the Ninja Turtles did, and it was their item. I gotta admit, he probably looked better with the burn face, but who doesn't love seeing Ryan Reynolds in his full plastic glory? I mean, Fortnite would probably do it better. He already has a Free Guy outfit. The players were extremely happy to learn a Breaking Bad Easter egg is on the map right now. This appeared at the start of the season, and fans didn't think much of it until a pizza appeared on the roof and 2 chairs were placed outside. My question is, what if Fortnite went further? You get one of the most famous TV characters of all time and put a scar in his hand, boom, millions of dollars. As you can see, Walter looks insane. And if you think he looks great from this perspective, wait until you see him from the front. Yup, he is rocking his classic sunglasses. You have to admit, this would be hilarious if it actually happened. We're getting a desert season, so why not throw an RV POI in there, just let us cook. You can't have Walt without Jesse Pinkman, and while his face screams traumatized, his ability to crank 90 says otherwise. If this happened, they should have edit styles, letting us wear hazmat suits for when they're in the lab. Like I said, Fortnite has already revealed the first collab of Season 3. After years and years of begging, they finally listened to us, bringing Fallout to the game. This teaser has confirmed that Power Armor will become an outfit, and you don't have to imagine how cool this will look, I'm way ahead of you. This is definitive proof that Power Armor will look incredible next season. Not only is it intimidating to enemies, you feel powerful just wearing it. So I've got to ask Epic for one thing, please give us a Vault Boy back bling. Here's my proof of concept, and look how awesome this is. I'm really excited for what the real collab looks like. Not the only confirmed crossover, thanks to the leaked roadmap, we know a Marvel season is approaching, and it'll definitely include some X-Men. When you combine this with the new animated show on Disney+, it makes perfect sense to bring Cyclops to the game. It is long overdue. Fans have been wanting to see him for a while, and this is proof that he would fit right in. X-Men 97 style works amazingly with Fortnite's graphics. What about villains? Well, if you'd asked me a couple years ago if Juggernaut could appear, I'd tell you he's too big, but thanks to the multiple extra large skins over the years, I had to try it for myself. Yeah, he takes up more of your screen, but let's be honest, Juggernaut will be a cool outfit and an even better boss on the map. I'd also be afraid of facing off against Magneto. Despite the fact his costume looks glued on, he's still a powerful enemy that you don't want to mess with. And playing as him, well, that's just an opportunity Fortnite can't miss out on. Who would have put this in their locker? A collab which is on thousands of wish lists is another partnership with Riot Games. We already have League of Legends outfits, so why not give the people what they want and bring Valorant? Imagine putting characters like Jet in the Gaming Legends series. She fits right in, looks like a real outfit you could buy right now. Same goes for Reyna, and I can't actually believe how well they translated into Fortnite. When you aim in with a scar, you literally can't tell the difference between this and any other skin. So they looked apart, but what if I put them in a Valorant-themed POI? I threw Omen into a recreation of Ascent. If I didn't tell you this was Fortnite gameplay, you would think it's actually Valorant. Well, aside from the huge pump shotgun. These aren't the most convincing outfits either. Cypher does knife tricks fluently like it's his built-in emo. And don't even get me started on Neon, easily the best model of the set. I tested her in a recreation of Bind and immediately realized Epic is fumbling the opportunity of a lifetime. But despite every member of the Guardians being in Fortnite, we are missing one person who really should be in game by now. Nebula is nowhere to be found, but as you can see, she clearly belongs on the map. Imagine a dual-wield sword pickaxe, she looks insane with it. She even pulls off the Star-Lord dance perfectly. Another superhero we're casually missing was teased as far back as Chapter 3. Vision has been on the back burner for years, so I had to step in and out of myself. Not only are we getting another Marvel season, Fortnite is dropping MCU bundles month after month, from Loki to the Guardians, even Thor Ragnarok. That's why I'd also love to see War Machine. The Iron Man skin is already super popular, so if we got someone like Iron Patriot, you can already see how this would sell like hotcakes. If you love running through a military complex while holding pulse rifles, clearly this one is for you. So we talked about nice superheroes, let's talk about evil ones. We have the boys, and with the new season right around the corner, Fortnite needs this. Give us Homelander. He's already in Warzone, and now I've added him just to prove a point. He's got the most sinister expression on his face, and I love it. Maybe you're wondering why he's outside the White House, and it was his idea. I'm not gonna oppose Homelander. But if you prefer to take him down, Billy Butcher is the guy to talk to. He is just as menacing and would probably stick out less on the battlefield. So if they dropped a boys collab, it would have to make us pick sides, like the Ghost vs Shadow season. Who would you support? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I just want to play as the Deep or Starlight. Either way, this entire thing is the biggest missed opportunity in Fortnite. So if we're getting a Wasteland theme season, you can't ignore the fact a Borderlands movie drops in 3 months, and it's the perfect time to bring it back. Fans would love to see the return of Psycho Bandit and Claptrap, who haven't been in the shop for over 1,000 days. That's not all. Moxie will star in the film, and hopefully she comes to Fortnite too. The cel-shaded art style looks amazing, especially in a Borderlands-style POI. Now, we've been talking about Marvel a lot, but this is a metaverse after all. It's been a couple years since the last DC collab, so it's only a matter of time before heroes like Cyborg come. He's one of the only Teen Titans to not appear in Fortnite, and I guess having a cannon arm doesn't stop him from holding up a scar. Does it like a pro. And Nightwing looks just as cool while diving from a building. I gotta say, this outfit with the Batman cape exceeded my expectations. Hopefully, when they reboot the DC universe, Nightwing will be one of the first to drop. When I decided to add Green Lantern into this set, I knew he would look good. Running around shooting is seamless until you go into the locker and realize he kinda looks like Elon Musk. Okay, I'm never unseeing that. Hopefully, Fortnite doesn't make the same mistake. They should be more focused on bringing classic supervillains to the game. We already have Batman's archenemies like the Joker and Poison Ivy, but huge opportunities are being missed here. Why isn't the Riddler in the shop yet? They could go for any version. I went for a more retro look, but they could easily give us the movie version too. I gotta admit, Two-Face might be way too disturbing to actually come, but this is the same game that handed us Peely Bones, so maybe not. He looks super menacing, especially with a baseball bat in his hand. Imagine seeing this guy on a rooftop about to fire at you. Terrifying. Another iconic DC villain who looks awesome is Mr. Freeze. These characters have so many designs from over the decades, I struggled to pick one. So hopefully, if it ever comes to life, that freeze gun will be a mythic. A massive company that is finally working alongside Epic is Disney. Now that they own 10% of Fortnite, we can expect a lot of collabs in the future, and I'm hoping to see classic princesses like Cinderella. I mean, she is basically one of Disney's mascots at this point. While you probably won't see her running around with a scar, she looks amazing in a castle POI. You can't have princesses without villains, and I had to bring Ursula to Fortnite just to see what would happen. She has like a ton of legs, so I have no idea how this would work, but as you can see, it didn't break as much as we thought. One character has been officially teased, and it's actually coming next season. In Chapter 3, we spotted an Easter egg referencing a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean, and thanks to the leaked roadmap, it is now confirmed that this crossover is happening. Personally, I am hoping to see Jack Sparrow as a skin. He already looks the part, fitting nicely into Chapter 5. You gotta admit, seeing him on a boat looking out into Fortnite's vast blue ocean, it's destined to happen. Well, that's until Jack picks up an AR and ruins the immersion, but hey, that is the magic of Fortnite. We'll definitely see this in the summer, and beyond that, you can expect the whole battle pass to be the Fantastic Four. The upcoming Marvel season is heavily hinting at this, and that's why I'd love to see outfits like the Human Torch. Imagine a built-in emote where he could set himself on fire. That would be one of the coolest transformations in the whole game. Or how about Invisible Woman? Obviously, Fortnite couldn't bring her power to life, it'd be a pay-to-win emote, but that doesn't stop them from turning it into a mythic. Of course, I can't mention the Fantastic Four without the Thing. Another XL skin that would take a lot of work to bring to life, but if we could run around as multiple versions of the Hulk, this could easily happen. So my attempt came out a little weird, but you could totally see the vision, right? The icing on the cake would be a Mr. Fantastic or an ultimate form of Dr. Doom, maybe a Doom Zero style, I don't know. It's not just characters we want to see. One of the most popular categories is the Icon series. We can never predict who's gonna be here. Throughout the year, we're gonna see Metallica, Karol G, even Snoop Dogg, so like literally anything's possible. That's why I'd love to see Lionel Messi as the next sports star. He's already massive and even has a Warzone outfit, so what's stopping it from happening? Watching him do kick-ups in creative mode, it's already got me hyped. As for a singer, fans have been asking for Justin Bieber for years now. He hasn't dropped a new album since 2021, so we could see one this year, and if it happens, he probably won't be wearing a tuxedo. But I did have to dress him up because it's his Fortnite debut, you know? Players would love to see him alongside other artists like Taylor Swift and Dua Lipa. Personally, I'm waiting for the next YouTuber, maybe TG's, let's make it happen, Epic. But I still can't believe we don't have the Lord of the Rings in Fortnite. They even teased it with a Helm's Deep reference back in Chapter 3, only for it to be an innocent Easter egg. The show on Amazon debuted with no collab, and now Season 2 is in the works along with an animated series, so come on Fortnite, let's bring Gandalf to the game. My attempt makes him look crazy, I mean that beard is going everywhere, but watching him swing a sword, I mean I kinda need the real thing ASAP. Same goes for Legolas. Seeing him walk around with a bow, the collab feels real already. Whether they add the classic characters or new ones from the show, fans will be happy either way. A crossover that would break the internet is with Overwatch. Lately, they've been going crazy with collabs of their own, so we need to merge these worlds and put characters like Genji in Fortnite. Look how insane this is. Imagine seeing this guy run at you in the middle of a build fight. Even worse would be him dancing on you after a one pump. There's other heroes like Mercy, Reaper, there is so many to choose from. Now Epic has to bring things full circle by turning their biggest Easter egg of all time into a real set. The Simpsons was referenced all the way back in 2019 with the Steamy Stacks donut, and yet we're here half a decade later with no Homer in game. We literally got Futurama before this. I have no idea what has stopped. Oh, wait. All right, we got a problem here. All right, pull the plug on Homer. No Simpsons. Look at this. This is horrifying. Okay, so moving on, we have spent just as long asking for Doctor Who. At one point, we were convinced by the fake leaks for like a year. We all fell for this with a battle pass, outfits, weapons. It was so bad the showrunner had to come out and say it wasn't real, but that won't stop me from putting it on a wish list. Fans are desperate to play as the 10th Doctor. I mean, who doesn't want to equip this and get lost on an alien spaceship? There's a new season that started last week featuring the 15th Doctor, and they would love to see him in game, especially after being fooled by the fake stuff. Personally, playing as the villain, the Cyberman, that'd be awesome. These guys, they used to terrify me, and while they're more cartoony in Battle Royale, they still kind of give me the creeps. What collabs do you want to see in Fortnite? Let me know in the comments. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.